Yo, what's up everybody? How you doing? This is your Coach Renz. You know, I wanted to start this day on a very positive note, but then something negative happened. And I was going to do a video about that, but now I refuse to do it because there's no point, no reason, no rhyme to it. So I have to go back to my positivity, and I had to ask myself this morning, how do I get back to my positivity? How do I get back to the normalcy of me? Because that normalcy of me is what allows me to be able to grow and become the greatest version of myself. Now, before I go any further, I want to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel. You know, I'm doing a giveaway, so go ahead and comment because you want to get in before I put the names in the hat to get this 10 pack of gourmet popcorn from Uncle Renz Popcorn. So go ahead and comment. This video is really about teaching you, not just telling you, how you can start achieving the goals that you have in your life, how you can start moving forward. You may have heard some of these things before on other videos I've done. You may have heard other people also talk about this, but I want to give you something practical that I want you to be able to do to increase your life, to increase the ability for you to manifest and have in your life what you desire. Now, most of you have been told many times before that in order for you to achieve something, you have to begin to write down your goals. Well, for me, I write down my goals and they're posted on a pin board next to my bed. So every night before I go to sleep, I read them. Every morning when I get up, I read them and then I meditate over them. But one other thing that I do, and I remember this from my Marine Corps days. In my Marine Corps days, I had my goals written at home. I had my goals written in my car. I had my goals written on my desk. And I also had my goals written in my day planner that I carried around with me all the time. What I'm trying to express to you is that I have my goals written with me all the time. So in my book, in my journal that I carry with me every day, my goals are written on the inside binder. They're written on the inside binder to make sure that I see my goals every day. And those are just my goals for this year, but I make sure I see them every day. And as I'm going through my day, moving through my day, I can refer to and look at my goals throughout that time frame. You see, I got into a discussion today that created a negative vibe within me. So what I did is that I sat for a minute and I meditated. Then I looked at my goals and read them again. Then I meditated on those goals to get myself back into the right frame of mind. Because if I go the rest of my day with this negativity, with this negative frequency over me, then my day will not accomplish my task. I will not move forward in the direction that I need to move in. Many of you started out your day great. Then you got in traffic and somebody in traffic cut you off and it spoiled your day. You got to work and somebody at work said something negative towards you or a problem occurred and it spoiled your day. Some of you got a call from the school about your kids and it spoiled your day. You got a call from a family member and it spoiled your day. You stubbed your toes. Something happened. Some part of life occurred today and it spoiled your day. And you didn't have any mechanism to get you back. You didn't have anything in place to get you back into that mindset. And I'm telling you, one of the ways to get yourself back into that mindset is to carry your goals with you every day. Carry those things with you every day. Yes, I know you can have affirmations. And some people are going to say, well, what I carry with me is affirmation. What I carry with me is my religious book. I walk around and I say prayers and praises all day. But you have to recognize that when you're walking around and you're just saying somebody else's quotes, then that's somebody else's quotes. They're not yours. They're really not yours. Your quote is your goal that you have for yourself. Your quote is the thing that you say to yourself that has deep meaning. I know you can say things all day about what you believe in, and that's cool, and I'm not trying to take that away from you. But you have to do something personal that's just for you, something that nobody else has. And your goals, your aspirations, that's something that no one else has. That's something that only can be fulfilled by you. So when you carry that with you, then that allows you to be able to grow. That allows you to get your focus back. Because I can walk around, and I can say things like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I know a lot of people will say that one. I don't. But I know a lot of people will. They'll walk around, and when negative things are happening, no weapon formed against me will prosper. The boss says something negative to you. No weapon formed against me will prosper. You have a car wreck today. No weapon formed against me will prosper. But what are you doing all day? You still walking around in a negative mindset. You're still walking away with that negative energy around you. And if you are, then that's not something that's going to move you out of it. I'm not taking away your religion. You can have it. But what I'm telling you is that you need something that's personal just for you. And a lot of people aren't going to like this style of speak because they're going to say that marketing wise that I shouldn't go that deep. The marketing wise I shouldn't get that involved. I should stay kind of on the surface. But I'm telling you guys what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I have to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You see, in order for great people to do great things, they had to do something that's different from what everybody else does. And if everybody else is walking around with the same mantra, everybody else is walking around with the same goal, everybody else is walking around saying the same little things, singing the same songs, then you're going to get the same results as everybody else. And if you've been singing that song, saying that mantra for year after year after year after year after year, and you haven't seen any improvement, you haven't made steps towards recognizing and achieving your goal, you need to change your song. You need to change your mantra. You need to change what it is that's supposed to motivate you and move you forward. You got to change it, and you got to make massive change. Small changes won't get you there. Small changes won't get you there. Let me tell you one other thing. It's bonus material for those who stuck with me. Oftentimes people say that I'm going to make changes a little bit by a little bit. I'm going to take step by step. I want to lose weight, so first let me change these small things so they can lead to the bigger things. I used to say that myself. You can even find videos of me saying that. But I know through my own history, I know through my own experience, I know through all the people that I've coached, that small changes can, will, and should lead to a major change. They will. But there's a massive shift that has to happen even before the small changes occur. There's a massive mental shift that has to happen before any small change occurs. The Revolutionary War in America occurred through small incidents, through small changes, battles here, fights there. And this is before the real war started. But there was a massive change in the consciousness of a few men that actually created the Revolutionary War. The Civil Rights Movement. Injustice was going on all over the country. The majority of black people were fine just accepting what it is, how life was at that time. Small improvements were being made all over the country. But it wasn't until a few men and a few women had a massive mental change that got the ball rolling. Rosa Parks got on that bus every day. But that one day, she had had enough. That one day, her mental change was massive. And when that happens, when that one day, and that mental change becomes massive, that's when you start making a difference. That's when change happens. So if you're struggling to lose weight, it is not, oh, well, this week I'm going to do this fad. This week I'm going to eat vegetables. This week I'm going to drink more water. This week I'm going to work out. This week I'm going to be more active. This week I'm going to do yoga. It is not those small things. It is when you have that massive mental change that says that no more will I ever find myself in this position. When you're suffering financially, yeah, you got to go through the process of getting your finances right. But it's when you have that massive mental change that says that no more will I spend more than I earn. No more will I not save money. No more will I allow myself to rob Peter to pay Paul. No more will I find myself in this situation that next year I cannot be broke. Next year I cannot be walking around with no savings. Next year I cannot be walking around and not have any investments. When you finally come to that point where you say enough is enough, no more, and you have that mental shift, that's when it changes for you. That's when it changes, and that's a big shift. You see, that shift doesn't happen incrementally. The signs may be all around you, but it doesn't happen incrementally. It happens on a moment. It happens at a point where you have no return, at a point where you have had enough. You're frustrated. That's it. You can't take no more. Now, sometimes there is the rarity. There is the rarity where you see something. You see something that somebody's living a lifestyle that you desire. You see somebody has something that you desire. You see some place you want to go, and it just clicks that you just got to go. You just have to have it. You see a couple that's the embodiment of love, and you're not angry, you're not mad, you're not looking at your lack. You're just saying, I just got to have that. That's just something I have to have. I have to achieve that in my life right now. And there's nothing that can stop you. That's when that mental change has happened. When there's nothing that can stop you, the mental change has happened. But if you're not at that point, write down your goals. Put them all over the place. Keep them with you. Read them 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20 times a day. Read them over and over again to the point where even when you're reading them, you're not really reading them because you memorized them. But recite your goals every day, all day. And I guarantee you that your life will start moving in that direction. Your life will start moving in a way that all of a sudden you put yourself in position to take on the opportunities that will facilitate and manifest your goals. Write them down every day. Write them down where you can read them every day. Rewrite them every day. And this has been your Coach Renz, and I thank all my subscribers, and I appreciate you guys. And I appreciate all those who support me on Patreon. Y'all have a wonderful day, a great day, an amazing day. I'm going to go back and read my goals one more time before I go and do my next thing. So y'all have a great day. Remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself. Why? Because your greatness is non-negotiable.